Here's that Zan again. Well, I'm just going to rush through the news again today because I'm in a hot studio in a very hot part of the country at the moment. It's about 30 degrees. We're about an hour away from midday, I think. We're about 11 o'clock in the morning. So I figure we might as well get this started now. I'm going to start with the most recent piece of news. Now, this is a big piece of news. Clint Gutherson, the former Eels skipper, has officially signed with the St George Illawarra Dragons. Hasn't officially signed just yet, but he will put pen to paper at some point during the week on a $2.5 million deal that will stretch over 3 years. That is an insane amount of money. I think the Dragons are very confident that they can get the best out of him. I'm sure they can. I'm sure he might be the missing piece that they need for their squad. Terrell May has officially been given permission to walk from the Roosters, and it's been revealed why. So last week, as you may recall, there were rumours about Terrell May being asked to leave the club. We now know why this is. Now, apparently, he said that he did not want to play while he was doing a press conference. He actually said he was not interested in playing anymore, and apparently that attitude is rubbing off on some of the younger people in the Roosters system. This is unacceptable in my opinion. You just can't go around saying stuff like that and influencing people that way. I had the feeling a few days ago that May was on his way to the Eels. I even had that feeling this morning. I'm not even sure if he fits in the NRL, if that's his attitude towards playing. He's been there for 3 seasons and it looks like he's already over it. Maybe a different sport might be good for him. Maybe a different code. Maybe even a move abroad to the Super League might help him out a little bit. So the Titans have actually lost a promising young hooker to the Melbourne Storm. His name is Vaka Sikohele. He is a hooker who has been in the Titans squad for the last 2 years, playing with the Burleigh Bears, or the Tweed Seagulls rather, because of the change of affiliation. He will be going to the Melbourne Storm on a train and trial contract. We saw this a few years ago with Alec McDonald. He got signed to a train and trial contract. Look what happened with him. He's now one of the stars of the team. So I have high hopes for this young man, this young hooker who is going to probably fight very heavily over that number 9 jersey once Harry Grant decides to hang up the boots, which he won't do for a while, I don't think. So the Canberra Raiders have actually lost one of their brightest prospects. Canberra, of course, we know has produced several local juniors over the last few years, and it seems that they've lost now a Panthers junior who came to the Raiders and he's now going to the Sharks to join his brother. His name's Hohepapuru. He and his brother, I think Nilhai, I can't pronounce his name, were both in the Panthers system. Now they're both in the Sharks system, so I'm looking forward to seeing how they develop. The Sharks have a really good little junior pool of people that they've either gotten from other clubs or that they've bred themselves. I'm looking forward to seeing how they all progress because the Puru brothers are very talented players. I'm sad that Penrith couldn't hold on to them, but you can't really keep everyone. Okay, so the front runner to replace Ben Hunt has been revealed. The Dragons are now chasing Brodie Croft from the Super League. As I told you the other day, Brodie Croft used to be a player at the Storm and at the Broncos. Played across the NRL across 6 seasons before bad form saw him leave for a fresh start. Well, now he's actually turned his form around. He's one of the best halfbacks in the Super League. He will be hopefully coming back because I'm eager to see how he's improved and that sort of thing. So we're hopefully going to see Brodie Croft back. A couple of players from the women's rugby sevens are actually thinking of joining the NRL. So a couple of sisters from rugby sevens are thinking of joining the NRL. Madison and Tegan Levi are looking to try their hand at rugby league. Honestly, I don't know much about them. I do not watch rugby sevens at all, but considering the talent that the NRLW has produced and how good it is to watch, I figure I have a lot of pressure on them at first, but I figure they're up to the task. Anyone who joins rugby league and is willing to put in the work is up for the task. I am very excited to see how this progresses. The NRLW is expanding as well, so there'll be sport for choice with teams that they can choose to go to. That's my take on the matter. I think it's wonderful. I think that's really all I wanted to say today. It's been a little bit of a longer video than yesterday, but I'm glad it was because I need something to entertain myself in this heat. So I am going to leave you guys now. Tomorrow, or maybe later today, I'll do another video. I think the cricket's on at some point. You just don't know about it. I was reading the comments on one of the highlight videos for the cricket and people were saying, like, I didn't even know this series was on. I think it's because it's not on free-to-air anymore, so it's not as advertised. But if there is a cricket match on, I'll watch it for you, review it, and yeah, I'll do all that so you don't have to. Then again, watch the game because the first ODI game was really, really, really good. That's all from me. I will see you all next time. Bye now.